他の誰よりも大切な人だったんです。おそらく彼自身の命よりも。彼のあなたに対する心弱い思いは差別です。
What is love? Many of us believe that love is an extreme care for someone, although Vinland Saga directly challenges that answer by adding a different perspective to what love actually means. Is it love, or is it discrimination? Vinland Saga is set in the Viking era of time in which only the strong survive. Everyone lives on the edge to survive in the world run by savages. While the show is an anime, some characters were real people in history. The son of King Sween, named Canute, was set to take over the throne, although Canute was unfit in almost every way to assume the position. He was very shy, weak, and awkward. He was coddled in his upbringing by a man named Ragnar, who was appointed by the king. After being captured by the Danes, Canute and Ragnar both traveled with them for a while to escape from an impending threat that followed. They stood by and witnessed innocent villagers being slaughtered, while their villages burned down to the ground. It was the way of the Danes: search and destroy. Unfortunately, Ragnar ended up getting backstabbed and killed by the Danes, even though he thought he was safe. Upon hearing this, Canute knew that he lost his safe space and that he would be living in hell alone. A priest would travel with Canute as per Ragnar's orders to keep his faith. After Ragnar's death, things started to fall apart with the Danes, as the impending threat was almost on top of them. The Danes turned on their leader to try to force his hand to give up Canute, but he refused. After a series of events, an attempted escape was botched, which sent Canute flying off a carriage into the ground, knocking him unconscious. While Canute was unconscious, he had a dream of Ragnar, giving him his last goodbye. Ragnar tells Canute that he's failed at teaching him, and that Canute was the son that he never had. Canute awoke from his unconsciousness soon after to see Danes fighting over him. The priest was nearby Canute when he woke up. Canute explained to him that there's no one on earth that loves him anymore, now that Ragnar is gone. The priest then asks Canute, "Was the feeling that Ragnar felt towards you love?" He reminds Canute of the villagers that they watched die in order to keep him safe. The priest goes on to say that a dead body nearby is more beautiful than anyone among the living, that he's the embodiment of love. He will never hate nor steal, and his body will feed the animals and insects with no complaints. Death perfects a person. Canute refuses this sentiment by asking what parents caring for their children is, a husband's care for his wife, and Ragnar's care for Canute. The priest answered, "Discrimination. In the examples, the children, the wife, and Canute were valued more than others, which makes the feelings discrimination, not love." When we think about love, most of us do think of it in a selfish way, the way in which we only spread our love to those we care about. Maybe we should expand our love and care without discrimination. It would probably make for a better world.